Hello again, class 641. Okay. 641? Really? Is this class 641? Okay. Well, welcome to class 641. Let me finish, just for a moment, paragraph 142 from yesterday. He has a strange way of looking at people. Yes. You don't know if he's interested in what you're saying or thinking about something else. You don't know if he's interested in, preposición, what you're saying or thinking about something else. Otra cosa, something else. Otra cosa? Anything else? No, nothing else. So, nothing else, something else, anything else. Pero otra cosa. Otra cosa, something else. All right. No sabes si está escuchándote o pensando en otra cosa. You don't know if he's interested in what you're saying. Interesado en lo que estás diciendo. You don't know if he's interested in what. What is lo que? Además de que. You don't know if he's interested in what you're saying, in what you're, como iglesia, church, in what you are. You don't know if he is interested in what you are saying. Nadie habla así, nadie. You don't know if he's interested in what you're saying, or thinking about something else. Yeah. Personally, I prefer not to talk to him, no? Yeah. Prefiero no hablar con él. I prefer not to. Personally, I prefer not to talk to him. Yeah. He makes me so nervous that I can't express myself well. He makes me so nervous. Me pone, aquí en español, pones nervioso a los demás, no haces nervioso, pero en inglés hacemos nervioso. He makes me so, muchas aquí. He makes me so nervous that I can't express myself well. Okay, fine. All right, paragraph 142 is over. Focus pack. Number 3. Focus, which is learn to speak up. Yo siempre digo focus pack because originally this was called el pack de enfocar en una sola estructura. Because every page, every 2 pages, every 2 lists are focused on one structure of grammar. Okay, list number 3, page 138. Are you ready? ¿Cuándo piensas hacerlo? There are 5 ways to say that. Bueno, really, there are 6 ways to say this. ¿Cuánto piensas hacerlo? Way number 1, which I recommend because it's easy. When are you planning to do it? Literalmente, cuando estás planeando hacerlo. When are you planning to do it? ¿Cuándo piensas hacerlo? When are you planning to do it? Porque esta persona no está pensando en la posibilidad de hacerlo. Tiene intención de hacerlo. Piensa hacerlo. Es que el verbo pensar en español tiene varios significados. Uno que es dándole vueltas, reflexionando sobre, y otro, un plan. Pienso llamarla en cuanto termine. Eso no es thinking. Eso es planning. You understand? Tiene sentido, ¿eh? It's interesting how you use the word pienso, o pensar. So, pienso hacerlo. ¿Cuándo piensas hacerlo? When are you planning to do it? Alternative number 1. Alternative number 2. When do you plan? Se presta al presente continuo y presente habitual. When do you plan to call her? When do you plan to do it? Perdona. When do you plan to do it? Alternative number 3. When are you planning on doing it? Y se dice incluso más esto, creo. Pero no lo recomiendo because it's easier to remember when are you planning to do it. When are you planning on doing it? Toma. Alternative number 4. When do you plan on doing it? When do you plan on doing it? When. Alternative number 5. When do you intend? Cuando tienes intención de. When do you intend to do it? And alternative number 6 is when are you going to do it? Cuando vas a hacerlo. Okay. Bueno, eso es como más seguro. Planning parece 90% seguro. Going to do it es que es, you're going to do it. Lo voy a hacer. But it's the same, basically. So when are you going to do it? Number 6 and number 1, when are you planning to do it? I recommend. And it's easier for Spanish people to pronounce planning than to pronounce going, interestingly. So when are you planning to do it? Tengo intención de hacerlo mañana. Okay. I'm planning to do it tomorrow, or I intend to do it tomorrow. I'm planning on doing it tomorrow. I plan on doing it tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm planning to do it tomorrow. Me gusta más. Aquí dice I intend to do it tomorrow, simplemente para variar. I intend to do it tomorrow. I'm planning to do it tomorrow. ¿Por qué no intentas llamarle? Why don't you try to call him? Why don't you try to call him? Why don't you try calling him? It's the same. A purist, un purista, y yo soy purista aquí, I like being a purist. ¿Por qué no intentas llamarle? The exact translation correct is, why don't you try to call him? Que es hacer un intento. Esforzándote en llamar. Why don't you try to call him? Why don't you try calling him? Exact translation, ¿por qué no pruebas llamándole en vez de ir a su casa? Huh? You see, so there is a small difference. Why don't you try calling him? Why don't you try to call him? Estoy pensando en hacerlo, pero no me he decidido. Pero no he decidido. Ahora sí es pensar. Estoy pensando en hacerlo. I'm thinking about doing it. I'm thinking about doing it. I'm thinking about going there. I'm thinking about retiring. I'm thinking about changing the pencils. Siempre gerundio. Thinking about. Piénsalo. Think about it. Oye, antes de tomar una decisión, piénsalo bien, eh? Think about it. Think about it. Cuatro sílabas, pero think about it. I'm thinking about it. Me lo estoy pensando. Estoy pensando en hacerlo, pero no he decidido. I'm thinking about doing it, but I haven't decided. I haven't decided yet. I'm still thinking about it. Well, don't think too long. You need to make a decision. Hay que actuar. You have to act. We have to do something. We have to move forward. We have to act. So don't think about it for too long. Make a decision. Make up your mind. Bueno, make a decision es toma una decisión. Make up your mind is decídete entre las cosas que estás sopesando. Esto. Make up your mind. You know, in the future I'm going to use the yellow pencil, but I like orange pencils too. Yellow, orange, my God. I can't make up my mind. Yeah. In this case, I can't decide is correct as well. Pero cuando es entre dos opciones y estás con un lío de decidir is to make up your mind. Make up your mind! All right, yellow. But orange, but I like orange too. All right. Neither one of these colors are my favorite. Neither one of these colors is my favorite. Los nativos solemos decir lo primero, que es incorrecto. Ninguno de estos dos colores son mi favorito. Ninguno de los dos colores es mi favorito. But native people usually jump to the plural incorrectly. Neither one of these colors is my favorite, es lo correcto. But I don't say it. And most people don't say it. Nobody says it, in my opinion. My favorite color, I don't know. Of the pencils, my favorite color is the black. It's black. Black is black. I want my pencil back. All right, black. But in general, black isn't my favorite color. But on the pencils, yes. Okay, estoy pensando en hacerlo, pero no he decidido. I'm thinking about doing it, but I haven't decided. Piénsalo. Think about it. El siguiente era eso. Think about it, 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 think about it. Think it over. También se puede decir, think about it, think it over. Pero think it over suele ser, traducirse mejor como sopésalo, sopesar. Esto. A o B. Think it over, think it over, think it over. Your money or your life. Eso pasó un agarrado que mi padre conocía. Y el malo decía, your money or your life, with a gun. And my father's friend didn't initially answer. And the bad guy was getting nervous. He said, come on, your money or your life. Wait, and my father said, wait, I'm thinking it over. Okay, I'm thinking it over. My money or my life? Because for him, money was very important, apparently. All right, I'm thinking it over. Okay, ¿qué piensas hacer? What are you planning to do? What are you planning to do? ¿Qué piensas hacer? Ante esto. ¿Qué piensas hacer? Yeah. What are you planning to do? Or what are you going to do? ¿Qué vas a hacer? Ante lo que ha pasado ayer, ¿qué vas a hacer? ¿Qué piensas hacer? Se dice más piensas en este caso concreto. What are you planning to do? What are you planning to do? ¿Qué opinas? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? O sea, ¿qué piensas? Literalmente. What do you think? Kind of opinar. Curioso verbo. En inglés existe el verbo to opine, pero es muy rebuscado y sofisticado y tonto. What do you opine? No. What do you think? Well, what do you think? What do you think? Este curso de inglés en la tele, después de 641 programas. ¿Qué opinas? What do you think? I don't know. Is it productive for you? Is it productive for Spain? Are the Spanish people improving? You know, Marta, people stop me on the street. If I'm walking on the street without a mask or without a baseball cap, and if I spend a lot of time in the street on a given day, en un día dado, en un día determinado, if I spend a lot of time out and about means por ahí, en la calle, en público, without a cap, baseball cap, and without a mask, maybe twice a day somebody stops me or says something to me. Twice a day. Usually, lately, in the past 2 years, usually it concerns this television show. And the average age of the person is 70. O sea, es mi generación lo que está viendo esto, no la tuya. All right. So, one person said, por fin con ustedes estoy quitando la espina esta. La espina clavada del inglés. Okay. Just yesterday, somebody stopped me. Yeah. It was funny. He was probably about 75 or 80 years old. And he stopped me and he said, ¿Usted es Richard Vaughan? I said, yes. Oh, muy bien. And he went on. Another person said, yo le conozco a usted. No sé de dónde, pero... And this happens maybe 20% of the time. They say, I know you from somewhere. ¿Por qué nos conocemos? ¿Dónde no sé? Another man, this was very funny. This happened about 2 months ago. I take a route to walk home from the bus stop, and there's a portero in one of the buildings. When I go around the corner and start on a new street right there. And so it's a surprise. If he sees me, it's, And he said, ¿En qué película? ¿Usted en qué película ha estado? And I said, no movies. And finally I said, soy el profesor de inglés de la tele. I said, but he didn't register. But I continued walking. 2 or 3 days later, he saw me again. He said, pero es con Sharon Stone. No es esto. Estaba usted con Sharon Stone. I said, ojalá. I wish I had, etc. So it's really funny, these things. And I continued walking. We said, no. And I continued walking. I was in a hurry. Maybe to come here. I was in a hurry. And so I didn't want to stop and explain, listen, I've never been on television with Sharon Stone. All right. I've been on television with Maria Cela Alvarez. Yes. And she is ex Miss Mundo del año 82, but not with Sharon Stone. Arnold Schwarzenegger, yes, has been with Sharon Stone, etc., but not me. All right. Maybe in the future, I'll invite Sharon Stone to this program, but I doubt it. All right. ¿Qué opinas? What do you think? What do you think? Simplemente, what do you think? Well, what do you think? Con esa entonación. Pues, ¿qué opinas? ¿Te ha gustado o no? What do you think? What do you think? ¿Qué piensas? What do you think? ¿Qué estás pensando? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? In the United States and probably in Great Britain, there's a very common expression. A penny for your thoughts. A penny for your thoughts. Literalmente, un penique para tus pensamientos. Significa, oye, te daré un penique si me dices lo que estás pensando. A penny for your thoughts. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? ¿Qué opinas de él? What do you think about him? What do you think? He says, what do you think of him? Both. This is very interesting. It's not important, but it's interesting for me. What do you think of him? What do you think about him? Don't worry. Use it either one, all right. But there is a slight nuance of difference. What do you think of him? What do you think of him? Según entonación estoy esperando que diga impresionante. Si en tono de otra forma, well, what do you think of him? I'm expecting something bad. What do you think about him is neutral, it's neutral. So choose the one you like. What do you think about him? Se me ha ocurrido una manera de resolverlo, al final. I've thought of a way to solve it. I've thought of a way to solve it. I've thought of. To think of is cuando se te ocurre algo. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Yeah. I mean, Marta, two days ago, the lights went out in this studio, and we had a dilemma. The lights went out at minute number 11. And we had the choice between going back and starting from scratch, starting from the beginning, and repeating the first 11 minutes with a new program, or trying to perform a bit of corte y pega, boom, and where I could continue, and you didn't realize. But we finally made the decision. We thought about it. She thought of a way. She said, pienso, se me ocurre una manera de hacer un remiendo. You know. She thought of it. So she said, se me ha ocurrido una manera. I've thought of a way to solve this. And I asked, well, how much time would it take? She said, probably 11 minutes. I said, okay, well then let's start again. However, I had to tell the story of my granddaughters again from the other day. I had to tell the story of I don't remember what. But in any case, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Life is very long. And to lose 11 minutes doesn't make any difference. No. Doesn't make any difference, no importa. All right, ¿qué opinas de él? What do you think of him? What do you think about him? No, what do you think of him? Se me ha ocurrido una manera de resolverlo. I've thought of a way. I've thought of a way. I've thought of a way to solve it. Really? Yeah, I've thought of a way. Reflexiona sobre ello. Think about it. Otra vez, think it over. Aquí dice think it over. Sopésalo. Pero se dice poco aquí sopesar. Lo estoy sopesando. I'm thinking it over. Think it over. Think it over. Think it over, there are alternatives. Think it over. Well, you need to make a decision. To think about is rumiar, reflexionar y pensar. ¿Qué estás haciendo? Pensando. ¿En qué piensas? What are you doing? I'm thinking. What are you thinking about? A penny for your thoughts. What are you thinking about? Nothing. Well, come on, you have to be thinking about something. No, I'm not thinking about anything. Come on, you have to be thinking about something. It's impossible to be thinking about nothing. Oh yeah? Well, I don't really know what I'm thinking about. In fact, men sometimes are thinking about nothing or doing nothing. It's absolute vacuum, vacío absoluto. You remember there was a man, an American comedian, un cómico, who was talking about the woman's head and the man's head. And he opened up, he had a bust, un busto de hombre y mujer. ¿Lo has visto? And he opens up the bust, and in the man there are drawers, cajones. And it's in the men, there's one drawer that's completely empty. And when he's in this drawer, then the wife says, "What are you doing?" "Nothing." "What do you mean nothing? What are you thinking about?" "Nothing." "What do you mean you're thinking about nothing? It's impossible to think about nothing." "I'm not thinking about anything. I'm not thinking about it." It's true. I mean, I can spend a moment or several moments thinking about nothing. Just I'm a vegetable for 3 minutes maybe. It's a nice way to relax, to completely empty your head. Okay, reflexión, think it over. Think it over es antes de tomar una decisión importante. To think about, I'm thinking about Texas right now. I'm thinking about my childhood. Estoy pensando en mi niñez tejana. I'm thinking about my Texas childhood. Aquí no estoy tomando una decisión. Si estoy tomando una decisión, think about también es correcto. I'm thinking about what to do, or I'm thinking it over. ¿Usar lápices la próxima vez? Oh no. I'm thinking it over. That means I'm trying to make a decision. I'm thinking and trying to come to a conclusion. I'm trying to reach a conclusion. I'm trying to come to a conclusion about whether to use the pencils or not in the next class. A difficult decision, eh? All right. No tengo intención de reflexionar sobre ello. I don't intend to think about it, or I don't intend to think it over. I don't intend to think about it. If you go to London and you go through passport control, the customs official will probably ask you. He'll have your passport. He'll say, how long do you intend to stay in the United Kingdom? How long do you intend to stay in the United Kingdom? And you say, well, for 1 week. Here's my ticket, my return ticket to Spain. All right. How long do you intend to stay? All right. Pensamos llevarles al Museo del Prado. We're planning to take them to the Prado Museum. To where? To the Prado Museum. Museum. Yeah, museo. Pero no es museum. No, museum, ni se te ocurre decir eso. Don't dare say museum. People don't understand museum. Todos miura, tarjeta SIM. ¿Recuerdas? Todos miura, tarjeta SIM de un teléfono. Museum. Acentuando el SIM. Stressing SIM. Museum. Pero trata de zumbar la S. Zuzana. Museum. The Prado Museum. Pensamos llevarles al Museo del Prado. We plan to take them, or we are planning to take them, to the Prado Museum, to see the Meninas, to see the Garden of Delights by Hieronymus Bosch, or to see the Las Hilanderas by Velázquez, or to see Los Borrachos de Velázquez, to see these things. Very good. It's an excellent museum. For me, it's probably my favorite museum, the Prado. And I've been to the Louvre. I've been to the museums in London, the National Gallery. I've been to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and et cetera, et cetera. I've been to the Hermitage in St. Petersburg. And I've been to the museums in Rome and in Florence. I prefer the Prado. It's more of a personal collection of the Los Austria y los Borbones. I mean, it's a personal collection. There's a personal flavor in the Prado. And of course you have Goya and Velázquez, whom I like very, very much. So You have a lot of Rubens, but I'm not crazy about Rubens. But nevertheless, it's a very, very good museum, the Prado. One of the best in the world for me. All right. Where are we? Procura estar ahí puntualmente. Okay? Procura. Me gusta la palabra procurar. Porque en inglés to procure is hacerse con algo. Comprándolo. Procure supplies, para aprovisionarse un poquito. Aprovisionarse es to procure. De hecho, procurement manager es como gerente o jefe de aprovisionamiento. Pero aquí procura. Procura estar ahí puntualmente means try, intenta. Try to be there on time. I remember my first girlfriend in Spain. She said, lo procuraré. I said, lo aprovisionaré. I didn't understand her. I learned all my bad words with that first girlfriend. She had a filthy mouth. Everything. I'll see you tomorrow.